Here's how to tell the difference between a real NECA figure and a fake NECA figure. A real NECA figure, NECA Ultimate figure, will always come with, in most cases anyway that I've seen, a hanging tag, which is in the same color scheme of the box art. Otherwise, the major difference is obviously the color reproduction. Again, the real NECA figure, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre font in this case is bright red. In this case, it's like a dark color. Here is the real one. Here is the fake one. Major first differences to notice are the apron. You can see just the quality of the actual blood spatter on the apron is far more realistic on the real one. Also, you can see the stitching on the apron on the fake one is very, very far away from the edges. You look at the stitching on the real apron of the real NECA figure, the stitching is right on point on the edges, running alongside the apron. Another telltale sign between a real and a fake figure is just the quality of the head sculpt. You can just tell this one here is the real head sculpt, and then if I move it over, you can just see that the fake head sculpt, that skin tone is almost like a very pinkish skin tone. The skin tone there is far more realistic, and also the eyes are much better done on the real one compared to the fake one. You should be able to notice that. The real NECA figure, if I lift up his arms, you can see the arm joint there for the Leatherface figure is in the same color as the shirt. If I lift up the arm joint here, you know, they're saving every penny by not painting that tiny little joint. Also, if I turn them around, you will notice that you can see there's just a difference in the plastic used. The plastic on the fake one here, you can see is very, very shiny compared to the real one. The real one is like a bit more of a matte plastic. It's just a higher quality plastic. Next, we'll move on to the alternate head sculpts you get with these figures. This really is not much of a comparison here. You can just see the difference is massive. There you go. There is the real one there, the real head sculpt, really nice uniform. The skin tones, the eyes, really nicely done. And then you compare it to that. I mean, there's barely any detail in comparison. And for some reason, I've got this black goop everywhere instead of what's meant to be stitching. The eyes obviously look really amateur compared to the eyes on the real one as well. Finally, I want to touch on the chainsaw. You can see the chainsaw on the real one, that's the real one. It has a lot more detail in terms of the blood spatter along the chainsaw itself. And whereas on this one, it's almost like they just, on the fake one, you can see they just didn't even bother. Obviously, I'm biased and I would say always buy the genuine thing. Plus, it is a better figure.